Well, it was a Friday, and we had been collecting leaves, the piles of leaves off the streets with front-end loaders and trucks. When I looked off to my left-hand side, I saw a lady in someone's front yard about 200 feet away with a panic-stricken look on her face, and her arms were raised up. I knew something was wrong right away, or I could see a fellow laying in the front yard. Took the two-way radio we have in our vehicles and called the base 1 and asked the police officers to dispatch the rescue squad. Tried to check for pulse and signs of life, and we found none. And we sat there for a bit, and I checked his wrist, and I thought, well, he's still pretty warm. This guy's not been down that long. And one of our workers said to me, and he says, hey, we got to try something. The only thing that we knew to do for someone that has obviously lost a heartbeat was to do the CPR training that we had learned. Every second year we get trained in CPR, so I thought this is what we've got to do here. At least it's a chance for this fellow. And I started chest compressions, and after what seemed to be a long time, I suspect it was only a minute and a half, Roger let out a gasp of air, a cough of air, and it surprised me for sure, but I'm sure everybody around us. You could see that every once in a while Roger would be fighting for this air, and we knew, at least I thought at that time, that Roger was on his way back, you know. I kept telling him that people are coming to help you, and that we would, everything was going to be all right. And still to this day, if you think about it and think of how it happened, and I got to believe that there was some major divine intervention there, as far as him being in his front yard and all the people that were there, and then this Beth Dykstra to go by and to notice this fellow, and for us to notice her, and everything just seemed to fall into place for Roger. And when you do the training, sometimes you feel embarrassed when you're at the firehouse and you're doing compressions on a rubber dummy and stuff like this, and you think, well, this is never going to happen, and the jokes from amongst your workers kind of pop up once in a while. But when it actually now is taking place, it's brought this whole thing into a new light for me. It turned out to be everything we needed to know, and I'm certainly glad that the training was given to us. For the public works people to be trained in this it's life-saving. It really is.